Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Feed the Punch. If you are new here, my name is Ken, and today we're doing another daily vlog where I show you what a typical day looks like as a full-time content creator. Now, as a content creator, I do post pretty much every single day here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, my blog. So naturally, a lot of my days are spent editing. So we're gonna breeze through the workday, and then tonight, my friend Tony invited us out to go to Ramie, which is a brand new Vietnamese restaurant that does fine dining. I'm super excited to check them out, so come hang out for the day. What if I told you that the secret to the best chicken Alfredo was actually fish sauce? And before you get all wound up, you just gotta try it before you knock it. The fish sauce adds a bit of umami that gives the Alfredo more depth and complexity. The fish sauce adds a bit of umami that gives the The fish sauce adds a bit of umami. The fish sauce adds a bit of umami that gives the Alfredo more depth and complexity. So let me put y'all on. All right, y'all, remember to wash your hands. And then to a dry pan, we'll add the chicken thighs skin side down. We'll cook on medium high and let that chicken fat start to render. We'll cook the chicken on medium high and just let that fat start to render out. We'll flip it and cook it all the way through. And honestly, this is the best way to cook chicken, as the skin will be super crunchy and the chicken will be tender and juicy. All right, y'all, so it's right around 3 o'clock now. We've been editing for the last 5 hours or so. It's been a super productive day. We got about 3 videos edited as well as a recipe up on my blog. And now I'm gonna go get changed, freshen up, and meet up with Tony and Sam. So Tony invited us out to check out Ramie, which is a brand new Vietnamese restaurant in Capitol Hill. And it's actually a fine dining spot. So I'm super excited to check them out. So pull up. So Hannah and I are here with our friends Sam and Tony. And Sam is a freelance photographer that dabbles in the food space, but really takes beautiful photos of anything and everything. And Tony is a former food content creator and social media manager. And we go back many years from attending all the same food events back in the day. Now, make sure you don't sleep on this mamkokwe, or seasonal vegetable dip. The flavor is reminiscent of home and is honestly one of the best things on their menu. And this chicken wing is insane. So they debone it down to the wingtip, stuff it with foie gras, and then they top it with caviar. So decadent. Hannah is a really big fan of their bapsao, or street corn cooked in beef tallow and topped with an onsen egg, and she could not stop eating it.
Damn, look at that smile. Look at that perm. That's a Korean pop star right there.
These rice rolls with the shrimp head puree was an absolute treat. Incredibly complex flavor profile, and we ate every little bit of it, drank the sauce, leaving no crumbs.
From the north, we have a poached egg, pure fish sauce, and Thai chili. Mix that one up and then use it as a dipping sauce. From the south, we have a ghost pepper sambal with pure soy sauce, so just a little spice and umami. Ramie's addition is going to be a perilla chimichurri. Some red pepper cucumbers, as well as some rice.
Because I didn't know if you would just like invite the homies and then like, or like the weddings, like invite your homies' parents. It's a lot better. Good job.
What was the sauce that we dipped this in?
And honestly, pretty much everything here was delicious. Ramie does an amazing job of taking nostalgic dishes and reinvents them through the usage of high quality ingredients, chef techniques, and a ton of creativity. They're really the first Vietnamese fine dining restaurant in Seattle, and they not only elevate Vietnamese food, but they also transform it. And yes, it is pricey, and you're paying for the whole experience and not just the cost of food. So while this isn't a restaurant that I could afford to go to every single week just because I'm broke, I absolutely recommend checking them out. Also, their Jia Thai dessert was mind-blowing. So it's around 11:30 now, and we're pulling up to Tacos La Cuadra, and they've been popping up at several different locations throughout Greater Seattle, and this one was just south of the CD on Rainier, and I was so excited when I saw their tent. Because honestly, Seattle doesn't really have any late night eats like this outside of our Seattle Dogs, which is still amazing by the way, but the whole vibe, the energy, seeing the Al Pastor cook on the spit, everything about this place was poppin'. Now, I will say the lines can get fairly long, but they move pretty quickly. Their condiment and salsa bar is awesome, and I actually tried pretty much every choice of meat on their menu. And my personal recommendation is to actually skip all of those and just get the Al Pastor. Doesn't matter if you get tacos, tortas, burritos, or a quesadilla, just make sure you get the Al Pastor. And I don't know their exact hours or their exact location, but just know that they'll be there for you when those late night cravings hit.
more.
Okay, you're cooking.
Wait, do they have forks?
Who even does this?
I do hate our kind though.
I'm cringing at myself.
But like different
Creepier?
different vibes.
Longley?
It's like
Is
look
it a
up.
monster?
I'm just gonna use this.
Yeah.
It's more like psychological.
You know Nick Cage.
Ooh.
How's that bite?
Let me out. Ready?
Casualty.
Yo, have you watched Long Leg?
What up, y'all? So we're finally back at home now. Ramie was incredible. The food there was amazing. Everything tasted delicious and it was visually stunning. Really beautiful. Highly recommended if you're in the area and you want fine dining for Vietnamese food. Definitely worth checking out. Now, La Cuadra Tacos was super random, but honestly, to me, this is what the Seattle food scene has been missing. Late night tacos like that are really reminiscent of what you would find in LA, and I'm really happy that they're popping up here in Seattle. Make sure you check them out as well. And that pretty much wraps up my day. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you watch my recipe videos. Make sure you watch my other vlogs. If you like content like this, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications to stay up to date on all my latest posts. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy.